My name is Heaven Blakely, and I was 8 years old when I realized that I was suffering from narcissistic abuse from my mother, and I'm also suffering from narcissistic abuse from my dear husband. I'm going to tell you a story how my husband's sister tried to fight me. I was 145 pounds at the time. My sister-in-law was definitely, probably still is, over 400 pounds. Just to paint the picture, I was an undergrad. I had a finals that week, and I was getting ready to leave to drive an hour to take a final, which I was already running late. My husband at the time was sick. We weren't married at the time, anything like that. My sister-in-law kept calling me to make him soup. Mind you, I was an undergrad. I wasn't making that much money. We both wasn't making that much money, but we definitely had food and things for our son. That wasn't an issue. So we wasn't using public assistance or anything like that. My sister-in-law kept calling me and insisted that I make him soup, and I was getting upset. I have a serious about people. So when she kept insisting, I said, I'm not making no soup, okay? She didn't like how I cussed at her. She drove only a few minutes to her mother's house, which I was upstairs in the room. All right, just finished getting dressed. She came upstairs, got in my face. Okay, people, mind, she's a big girl. She's enormous. And she said, now what? And I'm like, wow, she's actually in my face. Like, wasn't raised like this, okay? So I had to stay calm and tell her to move her, because honestly, the only thing that was in my mind was taking that final. I'm not going to lie. And I wasn't going to ruin that for anything. So when I finally got her to move out the way, I hopped in the car. I looked over. She had all of her kids, 3 kids by 3 different daddies, in the car, waiting outside. I mean, this was crazy. So when I drove off, I told my husband about it. By that time, I called my Bob first. So anyway, by the time I called my husband, he already had spoken to my sister-in-law. So my husband said to me, well, what did I say? What did I say to her? I'm like, what did I say? The woman tried to jump in my face. Forget what I said. Like, no one is bullying this woman. You know, like, I'm not a bully. Okay? So I was not bullying this woman or anything like that, but it was just crazy how you reversed me, like, what did I say? I'm like, wow, you gotta be kidding me. So yeah, that's my story. Bye.